It's your boy Nirgunu in the house back with another bang on video. Well, yes, this video is going to be something special because after a very long time, I'm going to talk about a pre-match. Yes, this preview of Arsenal versus Liverpool's Community Shield game, the first video of our Super Saturday. Well, yes, let me give you a brief idea of how exactly the Community Shield is going to pan out. But let's see. I also want to see how things will turn out for the Community Shield. But let's say it will be held this weekend, and we all know how things will turn out. And yes, it will take place on 4:30 p.m. UK time, and is being held at Wembley behind closed doors. So in the Premier League last season, both sides won at home, including Arsenal's 2-1 2-1 victory. The goals from Sadio Mane, and from Arsenal's side, Reece Nelson and the poacher Alex Lacazette scoring the two goals for Arsenal and making sure that they won. Also, they also met in the EFL Cup fourth round in October, with Liverpool winning on penalties following a thrilling 5-5 draw. So yes, where can you watch this game? Actually, it will be shown live on BT Sport 1 with coverage underway from 4 p.m. But what about Indians? What about us Indians? Sony Network is the official broadcaster of the domestic English football season in India. So Arsenal versus Liverpool will be broadcast live on Sony 10.2 and Sony 10.2 HD channels on TV. And for live streaming, you can also select the platform of Sony Live. Yes, you can actually Sony Live app. You can actually watch the game. And not only that, if you got Geo, it's more than enough. Sony 10 HD2 is the place to be, and there you go. And talking about Michael Owen, well, he provides an Arsenal versus Liverpool FA Community Shield prediction. He believes that Liverpool will win this by 3-1. So let's talk about both the teams now. Arsenal returning to Wembley Stadium just 4 weeks after their FA Cup final victory over Chelsea. We all saw how Mikel Arteta destroyed Chelsea. It was an unbelievable game. It could have gone either way, but yes, we all know what happened. We clinched it, so yes, we deserve that FA Cup. So it would be something similar to it, but Liverpool, who ended their 30-year wait for the title by picking up 99 points, I don't think so it will be easy to beat them. Yes, they have certain injury issues, but yes, we're going to address them in the video, so don't keep watching the video. And also, both Liverpool and Arsenal have won the Community Shield 15 times. Only Manchester United are above them on 23, while the pair have also lost 7 times. Let's see how things will turn out for them in the kickoff time. Well, Arsenal fans will hope to see a glimpse of new arrivals William Saliba and Willian, because a lot of people in my live have mentioned me, can Willian play this game? Can William Saliba play that game? I think both can definitely play the game, but that is not the big question. The question is, are they fit? Are they ready? So Mikel Arteta said, I don't know. We'll make the decision tomorrow on who is going to play and who is going to be getting involved. But for sure, they're going to see our signings play a lot of minutes this season. But there's also a big problem, because Arteta must also decide on his goalkeeper, because Leno is fit once more to challenge Emiliano Martinez. He said, I love to have to keep 2 goalkeepers at the level of Bird and Emi. But talking about it, Emiliano Martinez is under quarantine. Yes, he's under quarantine since going back to his native, and he's back again and he's under quarantine. So yes, it's pretty much clear that Emiliano Martinez is not going to be available. And so you saw Matt Macy and Bird Leno playing in the MK Dons game. And also defenders Shkodran Mustafi, Pablo Mari, Callum Chambers, plus Gabriel Martinelli all remain out. We all know that. But let's talk about Liverpool team news. We all know captain Jordan Henderson is continuing his rehabilitation from a knee injury and will miss definitely the game. And likewise, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain can miss the game. Both will miss the game definitely. But talking about Virgil van Dijk, well, he should be fit to face Arsenal despite going off injured in Tuesday's friendly against Red Bull Salzburg. Well, Jurgen Klopp said that Van Dijk only looks like he has a piercing now and he has a plaster on it. It should not be and is no problem. In the moment, it is of course not cool, but there will be not a problem. And talking about Joel Matip, he has a foot problem, so he is a doubt. But Trent Alexander-Arnold should return to action, having after being named in Gareth Southgate's England squad. So yes, he didn't play the game against Red Bull Salzburg, but yes, it looks like Trent Alexander-Arnold will be back. And also in the past 10 Community Shield results, well, Arsenal have beaten beaten Manchester City 3-0 in 2014. They've actually beaten Chelsea. They drew Chelsea 1-1 in 2017 after winning 4-1 on penalties. And talking about Liverpool have just made, and also in 2015 Arsenal won 1-0 against Chelsea to lift the Community Shield. But if you ask me, in reality, Manchester City versus Liverpool last season, where Liverpool lost on penalties. So I think that is the closest that Liverpool came in the last decade. In the last 10 years, that is the closest that they came for the Community Shield. They could not get their hands into it. But not only this, Well, yes. If you ask me, in reality, what do I feel about this game? I think in totality, I think Aubameyang will definitely start this game, and this game is definitely going to be without Dani Ceballos. So imagine the creativity is definitely going to be low, and the ball possession, it'll be really difficult to see one of the midfielders performing those duties. But I don't know, man. If I see Mohamed El Neni playing against Liverpool, it's going to be devastating. Well, I would want to see either I think Lucas Torreira. I think he was on holiday, if I remember. I think Lucas Torreira was on holiday, so I think he will be under quarantine as well because four Arsenal stars are under quarantine. So I think if Lucas Torreira does not start, I think the whole onus on the midfield will be with Joe Willock. Definitely not Matteo Guendouzi. He was also out of UK yes, he was out of UK as well. So in my opinion, I think Joe Willock will be available, Mohamed El Neni will be available, Granit Xhaka will be available, and then definitely the youngsters will be available for that midfield role. So I think definitely there's going to be a back three which would or could involve David Luiz, William Saliba, and Rob Holding. Yes, that would be the back three. Leno on the back, and I think the midfield. I think it would be really surprising to see the wing backs being Hector Bellerin and or rather Cedric Soares and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. But if you ask me in the midfield, I would see Granit Xhaka and Mohamed El Neni. I would see. That doesn't mean I want to see them, but yes, I think that could be the midfield. And also up front, I think it could be Oba, Laka, Pepe. But let's see how things will turn out. Or it could be Nketiah, Oba, and Pepe. So you can also expect Willian to enter in as a substitute. But that would be really surprising for us to see that. But with this thing, there definitely, I think when we faced Liverpool and when we won against them, we lost the midfield battle for long. So for us, I think the only issue is we need to be solid at the back. We need to bring in more bodies when Liverpool attack. Liverpool fullbacks, when they try to create, we need to be good in air so that we could beat Mohamed Salah. And definitely, I think Sadio Mane is definitely the biggest threat. Yes, he's definitely a biggest threat. So we need to be careful in when the set pieces are taken as well. So we've hired a coach for it. So yes, I think we can do this. I don't think so. There's something wrong in that because this game, they see Liverpool are definitely going to dominate the midfield. So there's no point even playing Mohamed El Neni there. There's definitely no risk because there's definitely not going to be any midfield. But only thing is that if we can definitely help in the link up play. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not include Tierney, did I? I'm really sorry. What I'll do is I'll probably keep Tierney, Saliba, and Rob Holding in the back three. It would be much more, promising defense. I think Tierney definitely deserve to start. I would really like to change my back three. It would be Tierney, Holding, and Saliba. In the midfield, it could be Willock and how should I say this? Willock and Xhaka, or rather El Neni or Xhaka, and in the wing backs, it should involve Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Hector Bellerin or Cedric Soares. Up front, it should be Oba and Nketiah, Pepe, or let's see how things will turn out. Well, that is what I want, but let's see if that is going to be happening or not. But let's talk about the Liverpool. Now, we all know that without Jordan Henderson, they really have certain problems with their midfield. But in my opinion, I think Naby Keita has stepped up the plate, yes, and so has Gini Wijnaldum. But the way that they played towards the end of last season when they played against us, I think the biggest threat is Andy Robertson and Sadio Mane. Because just the goals that they scored, they really the way that they played against Red Bull Salzburg was really disappointing in terms of a Liverpool team. But yeah, they came back 2-2. But yes, they will definitely show the spirit, but that spirit definitely lasts long if we let them to actually come up with something like that. So yes, this is it for my preview. If you guys liked it, in my opinion, the prediction for me would be an easy, I'm sorry, not easy, a well-earned, a hard-working 2-1 for Arsenal. And the reason why I'm seeing this is I'm pretty much sure that Sadio Mane is definitely going to score another goal because that guy is so much penetrable. He even in small pockets of spaces he makes his way through, and Sadio Mane is definitely good in link-up play. I think he'll definitely turn up. But for me, I think Aubameyang is definitely going to score a goal. Let's see who scores the second one. But yes, in my opinion, yes, this is the 11 that I feel, and I think we can beat Liverpool and lift another trophy. So if we win, or if we win, there's definitely going to be a post-match live. Yes, I'm going to be live after I'll finish the watch along soon, and within 5 to 10 minutes I'll be back live again for the post-match live, wherein you guys can join me. Obviously, I think there are many people who told me that they cannot join in on the watch along. That's not an issue if you cannot join in on the watch along, but definitely you can join me for the post-match. What do you guys feel about it? The way we did for FA Cup, I think if it's another silverware under Mikel Arteta. If it is going to be another silverware under Mikel Arteta, that definitely calls for a celebration, and all Lagooners should definitely definitely be a part of it. Well, these were the news of the day and my views of the day. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers and stay tuned for the Super Saturdays watch along.